Voting is underway in over 100 constituencies. And let me go across. We have our team of reporters, by the way, spread out across the country from Jammu and Kashmir to Tamil Nadu. We are in Chennai South and also in Coimbatore. Let me go across to Aniruddha now. Aniruddha is joining us live from Inner Manipur. Aniruddha, what's it looking like this morning? And what are, of course, I want to ask you, what are the issues in Manipur? We've seen Manipur, the state, go through the violence, the cycle of violence in the last over a year, right? How is that going to play out on the elections?
Yes, Niranjan, as far as these elections in Manipur are concerned, today both the Inner Manipur as well as a few assembly segments of the Outer Manipur constituency is going to the polls, and so far the elections has been very, very peaceful, and adequate security measures have been also put in place. You can see deployment of security personnel along every polling booth across the state where the polling is underway. People are coming out in large numbers since morning to cast their votes, and this election has been very crucial because, you know, after 1 year long violence, these elections are being held. In fact, something in last 1 year, one of the major thing that has been taking place in last 1 year is this elections which are underway, and these elections will definitely have an impact on the various issues, particularly the state of Manipur has been facing. And in regards to the issues, apart from the issues that the state of Manipur has been facing, the Troubletron situation which the people of the state have been witnessing will also be reflected in the mandate. But yes, people are coming out in large number. Turnout will be very, very high as expected.
Yes.
The polling has been very, very peaceful so far, and in a short while from now, many candidates, the intending candidates, the high-profile voters will be also coming to cast their votes. And as we report from Hengyang in Manipur, this is the polling center where Chief Minister N. Biren Singh is expected to come and cast his vote. So you can see the biggest festival of democracy is underway in Manipur, and yes, all measures are being taken in order to ensure that these elections are absolutely peaceful. Niranjan.
Deepak, I'll just quickly take a question from Prakash as well. Prakash is in Gaya, Bihar, very, very important constituency, because here you have Jitan Ram Manjhi, who's also been a former Chief Minister of Bihar. He's an NDA ally. He's facing off against the RJD there, and all of them have worked together in the past. Jitan Ram Manjhi's party has worked with RJD. They were allies, and you know, you've seen that big shift recently. Prakash, are you there? I can see Prakash there. Prakash, how's it looking for the BJP? They're banking on Bihar and UP. I'm just getting a live soundbite, I think. I'm cutting across live to that. Kamal Nath is speaking live in Chhindwara, if you can cut across live to that. All right, I'll go across to Prakash. Okay, I'll get across to Prakash. Prakash, I'll play what Kamal Nath said later. Prakash.
Yes, Niranjan.
How's it looking for the BJP there, the NDA in Bihar this time? I think you missed my question. How's it looking there?
Well, Niranjan, I moved out to a different location from a polling booth to get hold of Jitan Ram Manjhi, the former Chief Minister of Bihar, who is a NDA candidate from Bodh Gaya here. And earlier he had contested in alliance with the RJD. This time is with the NDA. But it looks very well placed for Jitan Ram Manjhi. What I can gather out, the early trends here at 3-4 booths, which I have tracked out since early morning, cutting across different sections of the society. And that's how you get to know the pulse of the people. So it's looking very well. And as far as the NDA is concerned, as far as the early trend, Niranjan, what I spoke to the voters on what issue they have casted their vote, it looks like Modi has an upper hand for sure, because people are talking about development, people are talking about country. Last time also in 2019, the same reverberations were there. So it looks like a pro-incumbency elections for Narendra Modi for sure, and with issues, divergent issues being played out and panned out by different political parties. Last time in Bihar, the NDA had won 39 out of 40 seats. This time, Lalu Yadav, what he has done along with Tejasvi Yadav, has played a very crucial role, been tactical as far as the candidates are concerned, the placement of the candidates are concerned. But together, the JDU and the BJP combine a larger force as far as the voter constituent goes, and that swings it in the favor of the NDA in a large number, because elections, according to me, is all about development, the face, who is the face of the election, and of course, Narendra Modi is the most popular leader in the country. Second, with Nitish Kumar coming back to the NDA fold, you add another percentage of votes into the NDA kitty. So we'll keep a track of Jitan Ram Manjhi, who holds a very significant role here, and he is also a leader of one of the constituents. I have with me one of the voters. आपने वोट दे दिया, किस मुद्दे पे दिया?
विकास के मुद्दे पर दिया।
तो विकास के मुद्दे पे और क्या-क्या पैरामीटर है?
विकास
क्या मुद्दे हैं?
विकास का मुद्दा है, देश का मुद्दा है।
तो विकास का मुद्दा है, देश का मुद्दा है. People are talking about this. Last time also in 2019 we saw the same issue being said by the people of different part of the country as well. So the same sentiments would be echoed. That goes to show that the country is first and nation first. And if the people of the country are voting on nation first issue, then the hint is clear. Who holds sway over the minds of the electorate in Bihar and also in India. Back to you.
Yeah, I have two breaking updates coming in, Deepak and Prakash. Two breaking updates coming in. We have we have Akhil live at a very interesting constituency called Bastar in Chhattisgarh. You just had that big Maoist encounter where 29 Maoists were killed. In that encounter, I don't know whether that will have an effect on the elections, but I'd like to go across and get in a word from Akhil. Akhil is in Bastar. Let me see if I can get a live shot. I think I lost that line. There were some live pictures that were also coming in. Deepak, maybe you can try and go across to Ashwin and see how Coimbatore is voting. Annamalai is the BJP candidate. There all eyes are on Annamalai. In fact, if there is a Tamil Nadu story for the BJP, it is Annamalai. And that surge, and whatever they gain, you spoke about double-digit votes, double-digit seats. I'm not so sure, we'll have to wait and watch. But certainly double-digit votes for sure. That you can expect. Deepak, you can go to Ashwin.
Right, Niranjan, now Annamalai is undoubtedly the BJP's poster boy, and the kind of support that he has garnered on ground is clearly visible with every rally that he has taken part in. In fact, the Prime Minister has also endorsed him. He's the BJP chief of Tamil Nadu, and it looks like Coimbatore this time around will see a new face as far as the elections are concerned. Let's go across to Ashwin and find out what the polling stations look like, because Tamil Nadu is known to vote early. And but before we go to Ashwin, let's go to
इस साल का इतिहास का, और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि वे सच्चाई का साथ देंगे.
ஒரே நிமிஷம் இங்கிலீஷ் முடிச்சு 2 மினிட்ஸ்ல வரேன் சார்.
मतदान है और राजस्थान की भी 12 सीटों पर मतदान है और बीकानेर उसमें सम्मिलित है. इसलिए हमारे लिए, बीकानेर वासियों के लिए, प्रदेशवासियों के लिए, देशवासियों के लिए आज का दिन इसलिए महत्वपूर्ण है कि प्रथम चरण से विकसित भारत की एक मजबूत नींव रखी जाएगी आज के दिन मतदाताओं के द्वारा, ऐसा मेरा मानना है.
नवीन मेघवाल.
Right, that was Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal giving us his reaction about the Rajasthan elections. Now, coming back to Akhil, recently 3 days back, we've seen how the Maoists were gunned down by our forces. And Bastar is a very important seat in Chhattisgarh, and that's why that is the lone seat that's going to polls today, because all the paramilitary forces and the security deployment will be focused on Bastar. Now, coming to you, Akhil, how's the Josh in Bastar? And we've seen the voter turnout increasing over the years. How's the mood on ground this morning?
Well, absolutely. If you see Deepak, right now we are in the Bastar constituency, where what we have seen just few days back, two days back, when that incident happened in an anti-Naxalite operation, 29 Naxalites were gunned down, shot down, and then what we have seen that there have been political conundrums, and several politicians have reacted on it, and BJP leader and spokesperson Shrupriya Sinha also reacted on it, and she added saying that giving all those as and hailed them as martyrs. Right now I'm joined by BJP candidate from Bastar constituency, Mr. Mahesh Kashyap. Sir, ये जो अभी हमने देखा कि जो एंटी नक्सलाइट का ऑपरेशन हुआ, उसको कांग्रेस ने किस तरीके से हेल किया और उसको बताया कि शहीदों का दर्जा दिया, किस तरीके से देखते हैं आप इसको?
देखिए, नक्सलवाद का अगर उदय हुआ तो कांग्रेस के शासनकाल में 80 के दशक में, और कांग्रेस के संरक्षण के कारण आज नक्सलवाद इतना पनपा है। लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सरकार जब से छत्तीसगढ़ में रहा है, चाहे केंद्र में, हमारे सरकार हर समय नक्सलवाद के खिलाफ था और लगातार नक्सल मुहिम हमारा चल रहा था। लेकिन दुर्भाग्य से 5 वर्ष पूर्व कांग्रेस का शासन आने के कारण कांग्रेस फिर से नक्सलवाद को संरक्षण देने लगा, और ये भी दावा करते थे कि नक्सलवाद खत्म हो गया। अगर नक्सलवाद खत्म हो गया तो अचानक कहाँ से पैदा हो गए?
आज जो है वो लोकतंत्र का सबसे बड़ा पर्व है। पहले फेज का चुनाव स्टार्ट हो चुका है। बस्तर की जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है वो पहले चरण के मतदान के अंदर वोटिंग कर रही है। हमने देखा है पोलिंग बूथ पे कितनी भीड़ है। किस तरीके से देखते हैं, क्या आप वोटर्स को आज क्या संदेश देना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, बस्तर के सभी मतदाता अब जागरूक हो चुके हैं। वो समय नहीं है जो कांग्रेस के लोग अपना दारू मुर्गा से चुनाव जीतते थे, और आज पूरे लोकतंत्र का महापर्व को हमारे बस्तर के लोग, सभी लोगों ने अपना मताधिकार का प्रयोग करने के लिए, 100% मतदान करने के लिए अपने घरों से निकल गए। और जैसे पता चल रहा है कि सभी मतदान केंद्रों में भारी भीड़ है, और सभी लोग मतदान करेंगे। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रत्याशी के रूप में मुझे भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने मेरे गांव गरीब किसान का बेटा को बनाया था, और भारी बहुमत से जिता करके भारत के लोकतंत्र में मुझे भेजेंगे, ऐसा मुझे पूरा भरोसा है।
ये जो है लड़ रहे हैं, तो क्या आप खुद पे लड़ रहे हैं या फिर मोदी की गारंटी पे? फेस कौन है? आप हैं, फेस महेश कश्यप जी हैं, या प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी हैं? देखिए,
सबसे बड़ा हमारा एम्बेसडर जो है मोदी जी हैं, क्योंकि उनके गारंटी पे पूरा दुनिया भरोसा करता है। और वो मोदी जी आज हमारे भारत माता का गौरव को जिस प्रकार से दुनिया में स्थापित किया है, उनके साथ कहीं ना कहीं भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने मुझे गाँव गरीब किसान का बेटा को प्रत्याशी बनाया, तो कहीं ना कहीं हमारे बस्तर के लोगों, हमारे प्रति भी जो हमारे गरीबों के प्रति जो लोगों के लगाव है और आम कार्यकर्ताओं में जो उत्साह है, इसलिए हमारा सरकार, हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्योंकि विचारधारा से चलने वाली पार्टी है, एक सिद्धांत से चलने वाली पार्टी है। हमारा उद्देश्य महा तेरा वैभव अमर रहे, हम दिन 4 रहे या न रहे, इस भाव से काम करने वाले लोग हैं।
बस्तर की जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी है कहीं ना कहीं नक्सलाइट से बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभावित है। क्या लगता है आपको कि नक्सलाइट्स जो है वो एक कॉल दे रहे थे, बार बार कह रहे थे कि हम जो है कहीं ना कहीं बाधा डालेंगे लोकसभा इलेक्शंस के अंदर, पहले चरण के अंदर जो मतदान हो रहा है, लेकिन हमने देखा सिक्योरिटी की जो प्रिपरेशंस हैं वो पूरी तरीके से रेडी हैं। आप किस तरीके से देखते हैं, क्या उनके जो कॉल है नक्सलाइट्स उस पर कोई असर पड़ता दिख रहा है?
देखिए, नक्सलवाद हो चाहे आतंकवाद हो, भारतीय जनता पार्टी एकदम उसके लिए संकल्पबद्ध है। आपने देखा होगा आज जम्मू कश्मीर में क्या स्थिति है, बस्तर में भी आने वाला समय में आप 2-3 साल के देखेंगे नक्सलवाद का यहाँ खात्मा होगा। अभी कुछ दिन पहले नक्सलियों का मुठभेड़ हुआ, 30 से अधिक नक्सलियों का यहाँ उनको जान गंवाना पड़ा। और ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी है, नक्सलवाद सावधान रहे। और हम तो, हमारे गृह मंत्री जी ने स्पष्ट कर दिया है कि नक्सलवाद खत्म करेंगे। हमारे प्रदेश के एसएसपी गृह मंत्री ने यहाँ तक कह दिया कि हम बातचीत के लिए तैयार हैं। अगर उसके बाद भी नहीं मानते तो साम दाम दंड भेद नीति अपना के नक्सलवाद को खत्म करेंगे। इसलिए वो जो लोग भी आज भटके हुए लोग हैं, हमारे केंद्र सरकार की योजनाओं के माध्यम से नियत नेलनार योजना के माध्यम से युवाओं को जोड़ के मुख्य धारा में लाने का भी प्रयास चल रहा है। उसके बाद भी अगर वो गलत रास्ता चुनेंगे तो उसका परिणाम भोगना पड़ेगा।
अच्छा, आप जो है वो फर्स्ट टाइमर कैंडिडेट हैं, लोकसभा पोल लड़ रहे हैं। आपके अगेंस्ट जो कांग्रेस के कैंडिडेट है वो 6 बार असेंबली चुनाव लड़ चुके हैं, बहुत ही फायर ब्रांड लीडर देखे जाते हैं बस्तर रीजन के अंदर। क्या लगता है उनकी राजनीति किस तरह की है और आपकी जो राजनीति है वो उनसे किस तरीके से विभिन्न है, अलग है?
देखिए, कवासी लकमा जिस प्रकार से बयानबाजी,
हाँ पूरी ताकत होगी है।
सर आप वोट डालने जा रहे हैं, क्या कहना चाहिए?
मुझे छिंदवाड़ा की जनता पर पूरा विश्वास है।
कितना कॉन्फिडेंट है सर?
मैं बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ। चलो चलो चलो।
Right now we are in the Udhampur constituency where Dr. Jitendra Singh, the Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, is up against Chaudhry Lal Singh of the Congress party. The people are coming out in large numbers since early morning. Even before the start of the voting, the people have started queuing up, and we will be continuing this rolling coverage from the ground zero right after this short break as people goes to vote.